cover very sort of minimal basic battle drills within this particular brief. Today we are going to be covering basic attacking, so for conducting a foot attack or a foot assault on a objective. Although it sounds pretty simple, there is actually quite a lot that goes into this particular style of operation. An attack is split into various different principles, and there's a lot of different aspects and elements that you need to cover. Essentially, you'll be working off a lot of the things that you cover in your regular battle drills in terms of reaction to contact, breaking contact, flanking the enemy. But today what we're going to do is we're going to take a lot of that stuff and we are going to translate it to something that's conducted at a platoon level. So there will be a lot of stuff that the squad leaders and I will need to consider, but it's also very useful for you guys to understand as well. There's a couple of different principles of attacking that you guys need to consider once the objective has been set. And these 4 principles are reconnaissance, isolation, preparation. Preparation comes hand in hand with surprise and flexibility. So there's 5 principles, but I generally clump preparation and surprise together. Reconnaissance is the first phase of any sort of attack, is essentially you guys understanding what you are attacking. You can assess the enemy's numbers and their assets. It's essentially an ADRAC, but it's before you take contact. So the things that you generally cover in terms of ADRAC
are you on yelling?
I am.
Can you get everyone in a skull circle? Because it's kind of hard to hear you.
Yeah, if everyone wants to shuffle in together. I believe I am on yelling. Does everyone hear me now? Clearly? Somewhat clearly?
I can hear you, you're just not very loud.
Oh, okay. If you're struggling to hear me, just go ahead and turn me up on TeamSpeak if you can. This is, as far as I can tell, the loudest I can go. So as I was saying, description, numbers, direction, distance, that's all stuff that you need to consider, and it's all stuff that you need to note down or send up the COC before assaulting objective. Now these principles I'll come back later on, so make sure you remember them. Isolation, this is essentially stopping the enemy, ensuring that the enemy's cut off from escape or cut off from any reinforcements that may come in. And there's a number of ways that we can do this. Generally we cover MSRs or any sort of avenues of approach that the enemy might take, and we ensure that they are cut off, or any avenues of retreat. Preparation and surprise. Preparation isn't what you might first consider that it is. You might think that it's sort of getting your equipment ready, blah blah blah, but prep in this particular scenario is unleashing all manner of hell on the objective to soften it up before you move in. Prepping the objective is done via heavy weapons such as Mark 19, close air support strikes, mortars if we've got them, and obviously our MGs if we can get them into a position to prep the objective. The counterpart of that is surprise. Although you can still prep in certain ways, when conducting a surprise attack, it's something that's very short-lived. A surprise attack is essentially trying to get in close and attack, obviously with the element of surprise without prepping the objective. There's no need to sort of go too long with that, except that it can be a massive force multiplier if you do it right. And the final and probably the most important principle that you guys need to consider is flexibility. There needs to be an element which remains flexible in any assault or any foot assault. So within a platoon level, it's generally our security element that remains as the flexible element that can move, but we'll come back to that later. Does anyone have any questions on the principles of attacking at all? We'll come back to those. I'll start referring to them later on when I'm going through some of the other stuff. Okay. Aspects to consider other than the principles that I stated. Field of fire observations. This is all about situational awareness. You need to understand where the best place to place your supporting assets are going to be. Also, it goes hand in hand with the recon. Where is the best place for you to place down your reconnaissance elements, etc. Ensuring that those fields of fire are kept to a maximum and your scope of observation is also kept to a maximum. So maintaining a situational awareness of not just your immediate surroundings, like just turning your head 360, but the battlefield as a whole. As a squad leader or even fire team leader, position your guys. So if a fire team leader is inside a building and they're occupying a building, one thing you should always do is consider your field of view and observation as a whole team. And the same as a squad, just make sure that you guys can expand that field of view, so within a set radius on a map that you can draw, you can say, I know everything that's going on within that map, within that particular zone. Cover and concealment is especially important in attack, especially when surprising. It covers things like what kind of cover and concealment the enemy have at their position, but what kind of cover and concealment you can use to get in close. And this can influence everything from, well, basically all of our principles, recon, isolation, just everything relies on effective cover and concealment. Some of the other things you need to consider are any obstacles, any sort of terrain features that are going to stop you from getting in, what you can avoid, what you can breach, anything like that. You need to plan that before the assault. Any key or decisive terrain, things like elevation always help, but they also lead you to getting spotted easier. And any sort of enterable buildings that you can use as sort of a force multiplier as well. And again, this goes kind of hand in hand with concealment and cover, is avenues of approach. A couple of things to consider here. You need to pick an avenue of approach that offers the maximum cover, but also that could be potentially most neglected by the enemy. Some of these approaches may not be ideal in terms of sort of distance walked, but sometimes they can offer the best avenue of attack. So they're all stuff that we need to consider, but this is the main part that I want you guys to get out of this training today. Is we're going to start with the elements of an attack. There's 3 elements of an attack, and I'm actually going to go ahead and ask someone whether they feel comfortable stepping forward and telling me what the 3 elements of their attack are. Anyone feel confident? Put a C or Q in, well, put a C in chat. Anybody? Corporal Alluri, you want to hazard a guess at the 3 elements?
I guess preparation, execution, and something third.
Oh, I see. Okay. I don't think I asked the question.
I didn't actually
correctly.
understand the question.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Sergeant Brewer, do you know what I mean?
3 elements of an assault are assault, security, and support.
Exactly. So if you guys didn't understand, the elements are essentially elements of your force that you're using. So this could be anything from a fire team level up to a platoon level. You can always split your force into an assault or a support, and if you've got the guys for it, a security element. There's a couple of different roles that each play. The assault force is your powerhouse. They are what will be closing in on the objective and destroying the enemy through fire and movement. The support element is essentially a base fire element that covers the assault element. You are there to do exactly what the name says. You are there to support the assault element in any way that they need. Generally, this is through support by fire. And the security element is essentially what it says on the tin. You are there for essentially allowing the allowing the assault and the support elements to do their jobs without any complications. You're there to expand our field of view, and you're there to act as a force that can quickly react to any changes that take place during the assault. So you'll be positioned in a place where you can get the maximum view on enemy approach. So things like observation and fields of fire that I mentioned earlier. That's all stuff that the security element can take care of. They can also take care of isolation. The security element, if they effectively cover an avenue of approach for sort of enemy reinforcements, they can help in isolation. And obviously, the biggest thing that security elements act as are the flexibility element that I mentioned earlier. The most important thing that I find, the most important principle that I feel is within sort of a foot assault is the flexibility. So the security element is very, very important on a platoon level attack. Does anyone have any questions on those?
Oh god.
Oh god.
That was not supposed to happen.
Heiser, can you just move out the way a little bit? Can you just shuffle? There we go. Were you gonna ask a question, Specialist Cards?
No, that was accidental.
Okay. Anyone have any questions on the elements of an assault? Anyone have anything to add? Nope. Okay. Moving on, this is the last section that we're going to cover before we go into the practice. The different types of attack. Most people should be pretty well versed, or at least heard of these types of attack. They're pretty self-explanatory. There's 4 types of frontal attack, which is essentially finding the weakest position on an enemy's front line and taking advantage of everything that we mentioned in terms of aspects to consider: terrain, cover, concealment, key or decisive terrain, and just focusing all your efforts on a particular point within the enemy's line. It's a tactic that can be used to overwhelm the enemy at certain points and allow you to get a breach in on the enemy to essentially surprise them, take them out, whack them, and move into their position quickly and effectively. The next one is a single envelopment. This is your classic base of fire and flanking maneuver. Essentially, someone's hot micing?
Yes.
Yes, there we go.
Sir.
Thank you. Yeah, single envelopment is your classic base of fire and flanking maneuver. You have your support element that provides essentially a base of fire on the objective. So take advantage of things like key and decisive terrain and observations and fields of fire. That's what you need to consider in that particular point, and also what cover you can find from your position. The maneuver element is essentially the assault element. Your job is to try and flank the enemy using the aspects that we considered earlier: cover and concealment, obstacles, and your avenues of approach. Those are the things that you need to consider when moving. It's essentially to get a jump on the enemy, shock and surprise them, and it's a large force multiplier if the support element can keep the enemy trained on them and not on the maneuver element that can get close and whack the enemy nice and quick. Double envelopment. This is the same as the single envelopment, except you have 2 forces that are doing flanking, one on either side of the enemy. This is also known as a pincer movement, and essentially allows you to get a much better field of fire as a whole on the enemy position. It does, however, at least on a platoon level, if you don't have any sort of, today, for example, we're only running with 3 squads with attached weapons teams, but if we had the 4th squad, we could have them as our security element, and we could potentially pull off something like this. But today we're not going to do this one because it would use up all 3 of our elements, and we won't have a security element to allow us to maintain that flexibility that we need. But essentially it's support by fire on the position from a support element, and then the 2 other elements move in and flank them from either side. A deep envelopment is our final type. This is essentially a maneuver to pull if you have a great avenue of approach to move around to the rear of the enemy. One thing that you need to consider in this is, obviously, I suppose everyone understands it now, that it's essentially the same as a single envelopment, except you don't flank them from the side, you flank them from the rear. One thing that we definitely need to consider in this is enfilade fire. Essentially, your support by fire, if you're firing on the enemy and a friendly element is coming in from behind, they are basically in enfilade from you. So you need to really PID your targets and make sure that you are not engaging enemy, especially when they get close. Once they get close, the support element can then probably move closer or move to a position where they can act as a security element while the maneuver element takes care of the enemy at the objective. And that's it. That's everything that I have before we launch into everything else we're going to do in practice. So, does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns that they want to raise at this point? Staff Sergeant Beard.
One thing that I would like to mention is that since we're going to be playing around with these maneuvers, people are going to have to pay very close attention to the instructions they are being given, and everyone's going to have to maintain situational awareness at a very high level. Otherwise, we are going to have friendly fire incidents, especially if the support by fire element is not listening carefully. They need to be very well aware they're going to get instructions to shift fire or to cease fire, and it needs to be done instantly, as friendlies are going to be moving into their field of fire.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that to maintain is the assault element and the support element need to be in constant communication with each other. That's how this works the best. The squad leaders, or within a squad, the fire team leaders, need to have constant communication, letting each other know what they're doing, what their plans are, where their position is, if they're moving, if they're set. This is all stuff that needs to come through the net. So just keep all the crap off the net and utilize the good stuff over the net. In order for this to work effectively, we need to have the utmost communication. Anyone else have a question, comment, concern? Sergeant O'Neill.
Mr. Lieutenant, I just wanted to ask, in terms of supporting elements for the FTX tonight, what do we have available to us?
Supporting elements is just going to be one of our squads. What we've got is we have our machine gun team attached to our security element, which for today is going to be 3-3. We have our AT capabilities from 3-4 attached to 3-2, and you guys are going to be acting as our support element today. So 3-1 will be our assault.
Then I meant so we do not have any little birds or A-10 support?
No, we have no aviation and no mortars.
Roger that.
Any other questions, comments, concerns? No? Captain Drumheller, anything you'd like to add?
No, just need to emphasize brevity on comms. One of the things that I've been hearing a lot recently is people trying to tell a fucking story when they're on the radio, and that's not necessary ever.
Absolutely. Just got one thing I want to add on that. Just make sure that you guys are thinking about what you're saying over the radio before you say it. Even if you're in the most tense situation, the best thing to do is to understand exactly what you're about to say and give the best possible communication and the clearest and most concise radio message that you can. Sergeant Brewer, anything to add?
Negative, LT.
Okay. 3-1, 3-2, and 3-3. If you guys all want to take your men down south to the MRAPs that you can see just outside of base and start mounting up 3-1 at the front, 3-3 at the rear, 3-2 in the center. And I'll give you instructions on where to move out shortly. Let's go.
Cars, Jenkins, go.
Let's go. What we're on.
Right, Alpha Bravo, let's get it done.
Alright, Alpha Bravo, let's go.
Captain Drum.
Yes.
For this next sort of practice phase, are we allowed to fire our weapons? Or
Yeah,
even
you
if
can do
there's no
live
enemy,
fire
just-
exercises. Probably shouldn't do them on the fob though.
No, we're going to be moving out to a separate objective. There's going to be no enemies down, but I'd like to emphasize the support by fire.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Make sure
Alright,
you have
Dan,
one fresh mag
let's,
inside. So we're
on
on.
you. Let's move down. 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, please ensure
Stride
that
and
you
private
guys
black.
are loading, locking and loading your weapons on the way out.
Three, done.
Central.
The MRAPs, so 3-1 at the front, 3-2 in the center, 3-3
Okay, we got the
rear.
center ones.
If you need any more MRAPs, just let me know.
Yeah, Bravo, go ahead and just load it up and yeah, just everyone get in the middle one.
Alright, no doubt.
Which vehicle are we in?
First vehicle. Trump, you're gonna be driver.
3-6.
Yeah.
Sergeant, we got 3 people left. Sergeant, sorry, actual, this is Alpha, we're all in.
Can you get
What?
Alpha Bravo? We all in? Over.
Speakers.
Here from actual, Alpha's all in.
Bravo, you all in?
This is Bravo, we're all in.
3-6. This is 3-1. We're all in. Over.
Vic 1 on convoy net, radio check over.
Vic 2, check in on 5-0. Vic 3, checking in on 5-0. Well.
3-1 is ready to go. Over. Alpha Bravo, just stand by. 3-6 has an issue with his markers. Be marking them out. Over.
All Vics checking on 5-0.
Jesus Christ.
This last Vic checking in on frequency 5-0.
1, check in.
Vic 1 checking in on 5-0. Over.
Roger that, Big 1. Your route has been marked on the map. You can go ahead and take us out whenever you're ready. Over.
You're gonna tell me when to turn, right?
Yeah, you heard.
Loudspeaker's checking mic.
Right hand turn ahead.
Vic 1 turning right. Jesus Christ.
Left. Follow this road.
Loudspeaker turning right.
Right ahead at this junction.
Vic 1 turning right. Supposed to be further right.
Yep, that was supposed to be further right.
Vic 1 going off road to get right turn.
Big 3 taking right, turn.
Yep, this road. Left hand turn.
Vic 1 turning left.
Loudspeaker turning left.
Take this
Alright,
right
John.
here.
Go ahead and airball.
Did he say herringbone?
No. He's up ahead. You're gonna be pulling in behind some buildings to your right. He's gonna be coming at that Y intersection.
Yep.
Right behind that building?
Alright.
Vic 1's herringbone right.
Alright, Alpha Bravo, for this one.
Pull this one.
Alpha Bravo for security. Go ahead and select it. You guys will take it.
Actual the south.
Security to the
from
southwest,
south
Bravo.
to north facing west. Alpha, orient yourselves westerly.
Providing security
Who's
to
my battle buddy?
Bravo DNC, you will be
Completely relieved of these.
passed up with Brom.
Stick
Roger
with me.
that.
Mason, you're on me.
keep watching this position right here. I'm gonna always see you.
Eddie shuffle rear, we're gonna watch the east.
Roger. Roger.
Eddie, keep watching the west.
Wait, what happened?
Gotcha.
Fair enough.
Solid copy actual. I will move my buddy team to that pause over. Eddie on me. Let's roll. We're going to
On
the
you.
south side of this building. Second buddy team, hold still. We've been ordered to shuffle it to the south. Get eyes out there.
Actual,
Just
this is
keep
Bravo
pulling your
1,
security. You're doing a good job, guys.
3-2, 3-3 squad leads. Can you make
Roger,
it
Bravo
to
out.
me?
Alright, let's keep moving out. I want to see what we can see, Eddie. Alright, you take this corner. I'm going to drop back a little bit. Actual, this is Alpha. We've oriented ourselves to the south. I'm not seeing much over here. Over.
Within danger zones of the vehicles.
Hey, from actual, I think we're just going to swing this buddy team out here for now. Over.
Your maps marked down. Put down some markers. You guys see those?
Alright, swing back onto this corner. We don't need to be hanging ourselves out like that.
3-2. You guys are our support element. You're going to be holding tight just here and getting eyes onto the objective.
Watch southerly. I'll cover your west side.
You are going to be covering 3-1 and 3-3 as they move to the compound. Just
Scanning till your safety off.
Looks like we're
at
just
that
sitting
point,
here holding security
the
before
security
we get
element is
noticed.
going to hold. The assault element is going to move in on the objective using the support by fire from 3-2. You're going to clear that building out, and then as soon as the assault element is within the building, security element, you're going to move up to that hill just to the east of it, and I want you to cover the road, the inside heading eastwards, and maintain observation. Be able to fire down there and give us sort of a sign if you see anything coming. You guys get that? Alright, one thing I want you guys to understand is, well, I want the support by fire to be used, but I want you guys to not expend too much ammunition, because you're not going to get a resupply once you go out onto the actual objective in the interest of time. So, fire a couple of shots as the assault element and the security element is moving to their compound.
Yep.
And then the bulk of your fire is going to come whilst the assault element is moving in on the objective, if you get what I mean.
Got it.
Wait a minute, where? You know, the assault element is going to move potentially, no? No, the 3-3 is the security element. Sorry, 3-1 is, sorry, I must have, blah, fucked it. Sorry, 3-1 is the assault element, 3-2 is the support element, 3-3 is the security element. Sorry if I didn't make that clear. So 3-2, I want you to limit your expenditure of ammo, and I want you to dig in on this particular position. Get eyes on the objective. Any questions? Go ahead. So you've got 3 minutes. Go ahead and brief your guys really quickly on what you're going to do.
Copy.
Can you all hear me?
Hold here, guys.
We're gonna be acting as a support element to our south, where
Alright,
we're
this
supposed
point,
to
open up
start
your
doing our
maps.
support. We're gonna dig
Say again?
on our position. We're gonna be covering
Hold there.
infantry as they advance. We're gonna be doing this as a live fire, but try to limit the amount of rounds you do.
Go ahead, yeah.
Alright, do you see your
Don't know.
mark on side chat?
Three-
Alright. We are the
Three
assault element.
be
We will
acting
be
as the
attacking
security element
that
for
that
3-1.
compound at grid
So,
076.
Recap: we're gonna go
993.
southeast
that
and pretty much
little,
just dig in and
red
shoot
triangle
some
thing?
things. Y'all get that?
Yeah. Boss.
We will probably be
Copy that.
maneuvering behind this
Hey, firm.
coming in. We will have 3-2 as our security element, and they will be taxed while we are assaulting that position. They will be pushing out to the east to get up on that hill, watching that
This is
MSR.
3-2. 3-2 is ready to move out to our position.
Now, remember, PID targets.
Roger that.
If you need to slow down, get position for your ARs, let me know. But we will be fully assaulting. So both of you guys will be moving.
We're gonna be sitting around a
shooting
little
and
bit more
firing
for
zones,
the other
okay?
squads to get ready.
Roger that.
No words on armor. No words on the civilians.
Alright, cool. Who all has
What was the other thing, Jax?
any tool?
No word on that either. So we're pretty much going in blind.
We're gonna be pushing from the south, you said?
Yeah, most likely we're gonna be coming down from the south and then hooking it back, hooking it around, and then pushing
Right,
it
all
north.
squads begin moving to your
Roger that.
respective positions.
Alright.
We are now effectively.
No, it's fine. I'd rather have our
Just want you to
our rocket
nice
and our
and
machine gun
Well,
to the
it's
southwest in case anything pops off while I'm sitting there shuffling dirt around.
yeah.
3-1 copies. 3-6. Over. Alright. Alright. Get your teams together. We're gonna start moving out of here south. Move out behind the town. We're gonna move
Roger that.
out.
Who's taking lead?
Get ready to move.
Bravo, you're taking lead.
Roger that. Crossing.
Yep.
We're ready to move, guys. We're gonna be moving south from this location. We're gonna be lead.
Bang copy.
Alpha Bravo, we're gonna be
Roger
moving out
that.
of here south at bearing 183.
South where?
3-2, this is 3-1 over.
Bravo copies.
3-2, we're gonna be moving it out here south at a bearing of 183 over.
Plan is we're gonna flank around the objective. We're gonna hit them from the south.
Alright, Bravo, move it out.
Bravo copies.
Let's move, gentlemen.
Crossing the line, permission
Yep,
cross.
Go.
From a wedge, AR on my right. Okay, firm AR's on your right. Just cross the road.
Bravo copies.
Shit, southwest. Behind this hill. Do not skyline.
No idea from Bravo. Solid copy. Full kill, guys. 360.
We got southwest. Did you guys throw any smoke back there?
No, someone behind us threw it.
This is Bravo. It wasn't
Alright,
us.
Alpha Bravo, we're going to start bounding with 3-3 across this field to our station point. Over.
Bravo copies.
3-3, this is 3-1. 3-3, we're gonna go ahead and start moving at a bearing of 085 east. Over. Alright, Alpha Bravo. Alright, Alpha Bravo, we're gonna be moving this out at a bearing of 083. I say again, 083.
Confirm. We're going to be short halting Bravo time copies. We're now. taking lead. Someone want to move?
Move, Bravo.
Sergeant.
Right, guys, we're moving. Bearing 03.
That was my
083.
Yeah, that was my smoke.
Same formation.
Radioed it up instantly to you, but my mic was muted.
Alright, Alpha, 1 Bravo, and actual Mike Chow is going to be following behind us.
Stay low as a crest. Hold here, guys.
Bravo, we're holding. Bravo copies.
We're shifting south, guys. Let's move. We have some cover up here. Let's take over the small compound here. Then we're gonna hold.
Opening. On left.
Bravo, we're holding. Roger.
Left's clear. Opening.
We have a small compound here, we can go over it.
Left's clear.
Going left. Left's clear. Opening.
Left's clear.
Right's clear. Going left.
Going right.
Building's clear. 2 coming out.
This is Bravo. Be advised, we have eyes on 1 times FOB, bearing southeast, bearing 125. Range approximately 650 meters.
We have an enemy FOB to the, or possibly enemy FOB to the southeast, about 650 meters from us. I don't see any activity there, just keep eyes over there.
Getting back in the building.
Roger.
Let me know when you guys are set.
Let's move to this rock wall right there.
Just take a position. We want to maintain solid 360 security. We're holding here, and we're going to wait for 3-1 to pass us. We're doing bounding overwatch with 3-1.
We're gonna find some cover and get 360 up.
If you want to use it, go for it. 3-1. This is 3-3.
Yeah, but
3-3 is set. Over.
No firm, sir.
3-3 copies.
No problem.
That pushes it away.
3-2. This is 3-3.
Bravo's
And
watching
report over.
east through southwest.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Have we cleared this house that's right here?
Go
This is
for Bravo.
Bravo. Be advised the house he,
Yeah, the
he
one
was
next to
talking
us.
about is a destroyed house to our
3-3
southeast.
copies all. Out.
Moving across, you guys.
Be careful.
Crossing.
Guys, we're gonna follow in Alpha. Let's move now.
Say again for Bravo.
Crossing.
Negative.
Crossing, crossing, crossing.
Me neither.
Oh, okay. Hold here by the rock wall, guys.
I lost you for a minute.
I was just next to that house, watching that base southeast.
Different.
Sergeant Ritchie. Disregard.
Bravo copies.
We're moving, guys. East.
Bang. Baron 4, see that building?
Cover, please.
Yeah.
Push up
Construction
to the
building?
west and look out to the
I built that.
Bravo copies. Pushing west, guys.
Roger.
Figured I'd share.
I have a rock and the rock wall right here. I'm gonna set up here. Need to keep eyes to the west as well.
What is our actual objective?
Our objective is a sort of a small base up ahead. We'll need to assault. Not entirely sure about details.
On the map, it looks like this construction building we're looking at.
an A4. And we need to take over the small compound in front of us. Before we move into the objective.
This is Bravo. We're gonna take point. Interrogative, we're moving straight towards the objective.
Hmm? No, I just noticed that you were here.
Let's move, guys. We're gonna move northeast. On me.
Bravo's moving.
Crossing, crossing. Crossing, crossing, crossing.
Bravo copies.
Gonna follow this road once we get up until the top there. Probably that's where we're gonna stop and look inside the compound. Switch to north, top of the hill. Time now.
Roger that, switching north side.
Stay low as you get to the top. Hold here.
Alpha, we're gonna go ahead and start pushing into this objective. You got eyes in it, Alpha?
A4,
Bravo?
sorry. Alpha short haul.
This is Bravo. We do not have eyes inside the compound, not fully. I recommend we move into the front for another 15 meters.
Roger, let's move.
Move up to the next hill here. Bravo. I'm gonna set up here.
Fuck!
Oh, sounds like another spot.
Stay low. Shift west a bit.
Hold short of this ridge line, don't skyline. Bravo's got us covered.
Alpha Bravo, we're going to be setting up here watching 3-3 is going to assault.
Bravo copies.
Alpha copies.
I'm gonna hold here, provide overwatch for 3-3.
You guys can watch.
Peek this ridge line. I want two of us to watch from
Let's go. Push up, Alpha Bravo, northwest.
Let's push, guys, northwest. Time now, same formation.
Roger, on you.
Weapons up.
Ooh, I'm about to fucking die, man.
3-3
Hey, from actual Alpha, this is Oscar Mike time now. Alpha on me, I want us a team line.
Stick around. Sound like maybe a stray.
Form a line on me, we're gonna build entrenchments, watch the road to the east.
Hey firm, I've got an entrenching tool.
I do not.
Start building.
Where you want them?
Continue the line here, what Rom is building. We'll cover.
Yes, sir.
Off comms on mic.
Copy.
See that stone wall where it ends, bearing 078 from my pause? Right to the left of that house? That is range 352. I don't really have many markers to go off of here. Do that, Eddie. Hold it at 300 and just let it rip. Change your fire as bit. Remember your ad rock reports. Start shooting to me if you see anything. Actual, this is Alpha Interrogative. Over. Clear to engage anything. Over.
Maybe to engage what? Our dicks with our hands? What the fuck is he talking about?
Solid copy. Actual Alpha out. Solid copy actual.
Okay, so we've been ordered to hold here and enjoy the scenery for now.
Awesome. Private Black, do you know if we're the security element now?
I have no idea what they are planning at this time.
Roger that.
This is Mason off comms on Mike.
Roger. Is that just me or I hear a Vic behind us?
Hope it's coming to fucking run us over.
This is Mason back on comms.
I think they're moving the VIX to us.
Yeah, it could be.
Alpha, that big's just in front of the MRAP. Hold fire.
It's confirmed to be friendly. I believe we also have friendlies inside the construction building we saw earlier. Off comms to Mike. Yancy, you have the team until then.
Roger that.
What'd you say?
Back on comms. Roger.
Fuck.
Bravo copies all.
Guys, we're moving west. Let's move. Moving back to the vehicles, guys, where we will be briefed. What's
Thank
gonna
God.
happen next? Load up inside the vehicle, same setup as at the beginning.
Alpha Bravo, you rolling?
This is Bravo, we're rolling.
A-firm, mic's in.
3-6, this is 3-1. We're all in.
Left? No.
All Vix, this is Vic 3.
Navigator.
We are moving out time now. Follow the route marked on the
A-firm.
map, over.
Make sure you
I'm pretty
sign
sure
in.
that first turn is marked incorrectly. This is Vic 1. Can you confirm that the first turn is marked correctly? Or...
3-6. This is 3-1. Interrogative.
We're
Is
facing
that
south, right?
disregard?
Hey, there
It
you
is
go.
now correct.
One is Oscar Mike.
All right, Alpha Bravo.
First turn is left.
Left turn.
Las Vegas, Oscar Mike.
Our objective is we're going to be assaulting 2 points. Objective Alpha and Objective Bravo. We will be dismounting and dismounting.
Last Vegas, taking a left turn.
Coast. Clearing out that lighthouse. You guys see our marker at 3-6-3-1. May Alpha Bravo hear me?
Hey, sorry.
Yes.
Alright, sound off. Alright. Once we clear that, we're going to be relinking right back up with 3-2. Down the multiple squads. 2. Objective Alpha. We will be assaulting that, keeping to the coast as much as possible. Once that position has been taken, we would then proceed still along the coast to that 3-1 position, bounding with 3-2. 3-2 then break off and push to their position to clear out that little building off to the northwest, while we stay along the coast, moving to Objective Bravo.
Convoy commanders, last week, be falling behind.
Hey,
Yes,
firm,
sir, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's not fuck this up, gentlemen.
Vic 1, Vic 2, slow your movements to allow Vic 3 and Vic 4 catch up.
Vic 1 is slowed down.
Arbitrary.
Yes, sir.
Off conference 2, Mike, you got the squad.
Hey, firm.
Next
Alpha
turn
GIC,
is
step
going
up.
to be sharp
One's
right.
turning right.
This is 312 IC, checking out on frequency 130, over. Solid copy 3631's out.
Last Vic taking right turn.
We're following the MSR. Stand to the right. Following the MSR.
What was that?
I didn't hear nothing.
I did nothing either.
It's a big ass bump.
How about that?
Stray cat.
Yeah. Little blind geese.
We're staying next to the right, going one road. On the MSR, sorry. Right.
You need to call that shit out before we get to it.
3-6.
Soft time.
1.
Straight ahead on the outside.
One. Herringboning. S should be stop, not straight.
Full dismount. Bravo. Security to the southeast.
Go ahead and push out 50 meters from the vehicle. We already have a team facing to the east.
Hey, Fern.
Roger. That was a. Alpha Bravo. That was not a stop moment. I was going straight.
There's no straight marker. That S is stop.
This is 3-6. Be advised. The S mark that was marked that was supposed to be stopped.
There was a mistake on the map. We need to mount back up. Continue to the road. Mount up. Same setup.
Drums in.
Got 3-6, 3-1 out.
Where's it?
Alpha Bravo, you in?
Flag checking.
Affirm, Alpha's all in.
Bang.
Sergeant Richie, weapons in. Mike.
Roger.
Bravo's all in.
3-1.
Bravo, last man.
3-6, this is 3-1.
I'll call your turns. We're staying on the MSR for 2 clicks.
All Vics call upon our convoy net once you guys are on the road ready to move.
Vic 1 is ready to move.
Las Vegas ready to move.
Vic 2 is ready to move.
Alright, all Vics move out.
One moving.
Las Vegas, how's Mike?
Alright, Alpha Bravo, be advised. To have another S at the bottom to the south that can stop them from running too straight.
Click out our next turn. Meters is going to come to a reverse Y intersection. We're staying right.
fuck is a reverse wide? We're staying white. We're staying white.
White.
I don't know about you, but I'm staying white.
I don't have a choice in the matter.
I can't, my size.
Ash is starting to do.
Maintenance says otherwise. Alright, we got 900 meters to our next point.
Pick one right turn, by the way.
Last week, take a right turn.
Don't talk. Don't talk.
You can't fucking access the vehicle radio, can you?
Negative.
I can't turn when I'm fucking talking on the radio.
I can put it on my second next.
I did not realize this island was this fucking big.
700 meters from this.
Bravo, that's what this line. Going along southeastern side of the shore, just that light post.
Solid copy, action. That was huge. Orbits, be advised, once you reach the dismount point, I will conduct a full dismount and immediately start pushing out to your starting positions.
300 meters.
Pick one herringboning.
Alpha dismount.
Full dismount.
Bangs out.
Who's
Alright,
your
Bravo,
ass?
start pushing it out soon.
Move towards the coastline south.
Alpha down in formation. We're going to be taking up the rear. Move on my side. Let's go. Affirm.
northeast. Keep on moving past the roads. Hold up by this rock here. This bush. Catch up the stamina.
Hey, firm actual alphas finding concealment within the bushes, over.
Black.
Let me know when we're all ready to
Alright.
roll again.
We push up, keep pushing to the northeast as 066. 065, give you a good number. 065.
Eddie, how we doing? Action, this is Alpha. We're all ready to move.
Ready to move, Bravo? Alright, Alpha Bravo. Move it out.
Let's move, guys.
36, 31.
Northeast, towards the lighthouse. 065. For a minute there, Mason, I was about to ask you if you need any extra ammo.
Eyes on the lighthouse.
Roger that.
I keep up on PT Black.
We're gonna move up on that, see if there's anyone around.
On the lighthouse?
Hey, firm, we're gonna clear this thing out. I reckon 2 guys are gonna be enough.
Roger. Which team do you want clearing?
Disregard, we are not clearing it at this time, we're pushing past it. Roger. Shift north, northwest.
First pass action. Alpha short halt.
Shift west.
Got some sort of sandbags across to the
What
north.
road? Yeah, I see him. 3-1, this is Bravo.
Wrong net. I got sandbags close to us. Northwest 333. Occupied. About 400 meters.
Be advised, there's also armed guys.
Shift west. Contact. All here, take cover behind the rocks.
There's guys in the construction site as well.
Not me.
Pretty sure I had eyes on a civilian.
Alpha, we're gonna be pushing past Bravo.
Hey, firm.
I'm holding. Go. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep going.
Those guys in the construction site are armed. I
Got
see
eyes
one
on a
with an
heavy
RPG.
gun bearing 007.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
500 meters, 007 in front of that rusted out HQ building. Mounted gun.
Meet that, take cover for now.
I'm just waiting for my moment, man.
Just heard the malls firing.
Hey, firm, spread out. Find some cover in the trees.
Guys in the construction building over here that move.
Alpha Bravo. Coordinate.
Bravo, on me. We're moving behind Alpha.
Drop the guy on the construction site. I think I'm hearing a vehicle.
Yeah, that's UAZ engaged.
Fucking shot the driver, but he's still up.
How you doing, Trey?
Sit right.
Vegas Green.
Pushing right.
Definitely civilians up there. I got another mounted UAV. UAZ, I'm shooting at it. Got the driver down. Or got the gunner and the driver
move
down.
to the west once you're able.
On the right.
Time now. Action is Alpha. We're pushing into the town. Time now.
Gunner's down off the AGS.
Keep on moving. North-northwest. Got a civilian running on the field to the west. Got a checkpoint up here, we're gonna check this shit out. Keep on moving, get next to the wall. We're gonna move it to the west side of this little compound. Guys, right here, guys, right here.
The guy's down. He had a suppressed weapon. Shit! Taking fire from somewhere northeast.
Copy that, let's keep on pushing next to this wall. Get to this garage in front of us, next to the checkpoint.
We've got a guy in the construction building bearing 050, second story.
Shoot him.
Stay in cover from that construction building into the garage. Engage what you can see from here.
I'm right over top of you, bro.
There's a guy in that building right there.
Alright, I'm on you. Going right. Clear.
I'm moving to this checkpoint.
Drums down.
Drums down.
Back up.
You get him?
Still a guy in that building right there. Unless someone else shot him.
Got one down at that building over by those sandbags. Bearing 050.
Roger.
There's another one.
Damn it!
Down.
Another civilian to the north. Shop, let's clear this building. It's time now.
How's it going? How you doing? Doing alright? Yeah. Have I
Drop me in. Take the first building. Check it out. Mason on me.
had the opportunity today to tell you how much of a fucking moron you are?
Hit though.
No?
I need a bandage.
Wait for the smoke to plume, then we're gonna
Is that guy still in this fucking building?
Leave him there, drunk. Push back. Push back to the southwest.
Push what back to the southwest?
Do not check the building. Just hold the air at the checkpoint.
Jesus, how does he know how to begin clearing this thing?
Why are we not clearing this building? That there was definitely a guy in earlier.
clearing it.
Here, let's go upstairs. Eddie on me.
Just got hit from a house to the north. Yellow wall.
Copy actual. Alpha's just about done here. Push me, go right, go right. Alright. Alpha, set up positions around this building. We're gonna be holding it here. Actual, this is Alpha, be advised.
Private Black, it looks like you're bleeding. I don't know if you bandaged it or not. Roger that.
Let's move, guys. Northwest. We're gonna clear the house to the north of us. Drum, Yancy, clear this house.
Roger.
Mason on me.
Pine. Always clear. Moving and hugging right.
Roger.
First room's clear except for the left corner.
Roger. Copy. Going in left. Left clear.
Right's clear. Opening. Left.
Right.
Clear.
Once you're done with that house, keep on moving toward us. Let's move. Next house. Let's move. Drum, Yancy, keep on moving to the next house. Mason, please, here.
The guy across the street on a fucking, he mounted up on a 50 and then he fell back. I think I got him. Frag out.
We're holding here for now. Chicago, let's push to this wall in front of us. Full security around this building. Watch behind this wall. Mason, take.
Door open here.
We got one right in front. He went back inside. Confirm.
We got another disregard. He's upstairs.
Can we clear this house, please?
Negative. 3-3 is clearing that out.
They are definitely not clearing it out. We're at the house. clear the porch first. Dead guy on the first floor. Opening. Flashing.
Roger. Roger.
Where's that coming from?
I don't know where that was. That was the next house over. I'm going in and left.
He was on the balcony of that house.
Left's clear. Back room's clear.
You watch that, I'll watch rear.
Flashing.
Flash it.
Door open right. Go check that out. Left's clear.
He up there?
Alright, building's clear. It had to have been the guy on the first floor. Going back up. Going back up.
Bravo, actual, I got a guy in a second story window across the street.
If he's shooting, shoot him.
Alright, we're gonna stun this.
Alpha's going in.
I'm bandaging up.
I'm watching that house, the second floor of that house across the street.
Oh, you'll be advised, Alpha's going in.
See.
Same house.
Coming down. Did you guys kill that guy that shot at us? I see him.
Bravo copies.
Oh, yeah, I got you covered.
We're moving towards this construction site. This is our next objective. Sugar, let's check this house first, because we have the guy inside this one.
Checking windows.
T1, this is Bravo.
Civilian inside. Yeah, you better get the fuck out of here. Or, you know, just run up to us and stand in the fucking way. That's fine. It's fine.
Would you be so kind? We'll need to bypass these buildings, just have a peek through the windows as you move by. But the big objective is objective.
Friendly store east.
To get in there and start clearing it out.
Going left.
Moving in, moving left. Clear. Opening door. Right is clear. Moving in, moving left. Left clear. Moving upstairs. Stairs clear. Balcony clear. Opening door.
Left looks clear.
Moving in, moving right.
Left's clear.
Moving out.
Roger that. See if you can set explosives on there.
Ronnie's coming out.
On me, bro.
Damn it.
3-1, just go ahead and set
Come on,
that
Yankee.
one charge on the weapons cache. It should do reasonable amount of damage.
I think I hear a suppressed weapon being fired from in here again.
Go for 3-6.
Need to clear that cargo container. Nancy, move across here with me.
Need to wait for Alpha until we move in.
We're gonna clear top down. Are we going to clear from top down?
Top down. Going to the front door.
Push to you.
Are we going to the top first?
Oh. Oh, that's a good question. Hold for now. They're still not here.
They're not moving.
Yeah, they're clearing some shit now. They're under fire from some sniper, apparently.
I think that guy's in this building. It's that fire. I think it's suppressed coming from the rooftop here.
Moving all the way to the top.
Let's clear on the rooftop.
Going left.
I don't hear you guys talking on the radio.
Left side clear. Once you clear this floor out, we're gonna check the other one.
Right
Getting
side's
shot
clear.
from the back, from the west.
I don't know where those shots are. Yeah, I do. The guy's down.
Alright, is this clear?
Friendlies have cleared the top and next to top floor.
Right, we're moving to the other floor. One below us.
36 on for 3-1.
Friendlies are moving down the stairs. That floor has not been cleared.
This floor hasn't been cleared. We're clearing it now. Pushing in, pushing right.
Going middle.
Peeking my head out.
Friendlies to the northeast.
Alright. Hook left and clear that corner around there.
Roger. Going left. Left clear.
That's Jackson.
Hold position at this floor for now.
Can we move back up to the roof?
Negative.
Alpha, go ahead and get up onto the rooftop. Charlie as well. Bravo, the bottom floor of the building, and keep.
Sounds like grenade fire coming from over there somewhere.
At us.
Here's the circle.
Bravo copies.
You're shooting at.
Yancy, if you're using the 40 mic, stop using it.
Roger, I am not using the 40 mic.
Roger, hold fire on it. guys.
forward,
Push out of the building.
to the northwest.
We're gonna be moving to the northeast.
One's 32, that was,
Group up on me.
Have you even fireboarded Mike like this whole thing?
Not a single one. I'm sad. I get it, but I'm sad.
disregard blue smoke.
Gonna be moving to the northeast.
I'm looking at this direction.
Alright, let's move it.
There's a lot of tracers, but I don't see shit.
Crossing.
Buildings in front of us. We need to clear that shit out.
Let's just start as 3-3.
Listen, full of security. Drum, Yancy, clear it out.
Two dead guys inside.
Roger.
Going in, hook and right. Left. I'm going left.
Roger, going right. Right clear.
Left's clear. Left. Left's clear.
Right. Right is clear.
Go for 3. Roger. I think you guys are clear.
Right, Black, we
on
got
that,
tracer fire going
side.
either coming from or going to at a bearing 320 behind these trees.
3-2, just make sure that's good off.
See if you can put a 40 mic on that. 189 meters. Put it on 200. Aim straight at the fucking lip of where they're at.
Roger that. 40 mic.
Beautiful.
3-6.
Awesome.
Beautiful shot, but hold fire on the 40 mic. We have friendlies to the left of us somewhere.
Roger that.
We're gonna have a controlled death in a few seconds. Or now.
It sounds like mortars being fired.
Right, we're going to be pushing into this tree line.
We're gonna hold here, give Alpha some cover while they're pushing across.
Strong right, got it.
Sounded like mortars impacting. There's definitely mortars up in front of us shooting.
Private Black, you see
What?
Let's move. We're gonna move past Alpha. I need you to keep spacing in case those mortar rounds will hit us.
That sounded lovely. We got a civilian moving bearing 329.
contact right, down on that rusted out area.
There's a head poking up the rim of that fucking OP tower. I think I might have hit it. Nope, it's still moving around.
Roger that, let's ignore the right side and the left side. We're pushing forward to the northwest. There's
176
a small checkpoint.
meters.
We'll take this one. Alpha's taking fire from the north. Get eyes there.
So we were just looking at.
Bunker's clear.
Roger.
There's a guy in that OP tower.
The one to the northeast?
137 meters. You can lob a 40mm in there. Sounds like the mortars are firing from downslope behind that thing.
Drum, you have the proper act.
Hit him in the head. Pretty sure he's down.
What?
What did you say about the mortars?
Sounds like they're firing from downslope over there. Anyone have any extra mags?
You can get some mags from me, Drum.
Go ahead, take it. Bye.
Yeah, I can see the mortars firing.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah, roger that. It's at that compound that I marked at 0830.
There's no mags in your backpack. Should be good.
Yep.
Can we
right,
start lobbing some 40mm over there? Let me give you a range.
Negative.
Fire on the 40mm. Alpha's on the position.
Clearing out that one.
Let's spread out a little bit.
Take your guys down to that position.
Let's go, guys, northeast. Orbit has been neutralized.
Once you clear that compound, can you bypass it and move your squad straight to my position?
Shot it from the fucking left.
I had one cross at bearing 321.
Keep on pushing, guys.
This guy's on our left flank up here.
Reloading.
You were facing the
Roger
wrong
that,
way.
we need to get cover on this blue building. There's a small deflate here as well. Actually, yeah, this is better. Hold here. I'm getting shot at.
Was it inside the fucking blue building?
Inside the fucking blue building, yeah.
BTR, close,
BTR, get the 84 out.
to our right, drum.
Fucking suppress that blue building. Where'd that BRDM go?
Went to the northeast, behind the building to the north.
It passed us. Drum is down. He's across the road to our 066. Pop smoke. Fuck, I'm hit. Managing right now. I'm dragging drum across the road.
Stay clear of the fucking beat.
I got eyes on that,
Stay clear of it, stay fucking clear of it.
It's at, bearing 001.
Are you up?
Yes, I am.
Are you working on drum?
Affirm.
Roger that.
Free shoot, private flag.
Yes, go ahead.
Roger.
Bring them up.
Pushing empty.
Yes, you still good?
Yep.
Affirm, drum is back up.
Is that BDRM down?
Not sure.
I need a medic. Did that BDRM get taken out?
It's an A-firm.
Affirm.
This guy's up on our left, pushing up slope. Where are we supposed to be at right now?
Hold here for now.
I don't know where here is.
Big blue building.
Where we are right now. The blue building.
I need a medic.
Side. He's down, he's down.
Should you push more feet before you push at me? Does not sound like that BDRM is down. I'm taking another shot on it.
Roger that, go for it.
Something's going
Rocket! Oh, for fuck's sake, come on! It's got dismounts. There's another BDRM further up. I still need a medic.
Fucking stay clear of the fucking water.
He's fucking up on this balcony. Second.
Let me throw a grenade up there.
Yeah, I'm about to throw one. Guys. That works.
I still need a medic. Yancy,
We need
check
to clear
yourself.
This building up. Let's form at this door.
I'm finally getting treated.
Tell me if you need more than one stick drum.
I needed one more.
You good?
Yes.
Copy that.
Going right. Got a hallway here and a doorway. One contact down the hall. Got a hit.
Is he down?
Alpha, we're providing external.
Negative, not down.
Frag out! I know I am. There's not much I can do about it. Actually, this is Alpha.
I got an unarmed officer, it looks like, out on the balcony over here. We might be able to push across the balcony out here and clear through more safely than moving down that hallway.
Understood. We're still moving on the hallway. It's all easier now that we're here halfway through.
Alright,
I'm gonna go link
Secure
up with
that.
drum.
Secure that officer. Come out once you've cleared that.
Well, that someone just dropped the officer. Continuing to push. We're past the halfway point now.
Roger.
Take point.
Roger.
No, keep moving across the balconies.
Roger.
Clear still.
One tango down.
We're at the end of the hallway. We're coming out. We need to go back and make sure all the bathrooms are cleared.
We advise we got white smoke down that hallway between us.
Alright, yeah, we're on the other side of the smoke.
Hey, firm, there'll be a guy to your left on a staircase.
Did you just shoot someone? Moving left. Left's clear. Don't go in there. We're waiting until that smoke dissipates.
Where's that?
Crossing.
Smoke's clearing.
Shit. Smoke's clearing.
I don't see him.
Stairs are up here on the left. I'm gonna hook.
He was up the
I
stairs
see you.
to the right. On your left, bro. Up the stairs, not down the stairs.
Yeah, Roger. There's an area. Do you want us to go clear down before we start heading up?
Roger that. Yancy, go now. Listen on me.
Hey, firm.
I'll watch these stairs while you go clear down that area.
Roger.
Beach is clear.
Top floor.
Alright, bottom of the elevator shaft is clear, coming up. Did you guys go up one more?
Yeah, we got one more at the very top.
Did you guys go up all the way to the top?
Not clear. Negative. The top floor is not clear. Listen on me.
Right behind you. He went left around this rotunda.
Is it you guys throwing smoke? There's a fucking civilian up here. Watch your fire.
Negative.
I'm going out on the balcony again. Damn it. Sounds like suppressed fire.
Roger that. The team, like, from next to us, one of these rooms.
I'm gonna go last one on this balcony, see if I can.
Roger that, do that.
There's civilians on this top floor.
Roger, keep on clearing that. After you finish, come here. We have a guy here somewhere. Left side.
Pushed down to the end of the hallway, haven't seen him yet.
I got one of the guys with the suppressed weapons in this room with the civilian. Moving across to where you guys are.
At the end of the hall. I got a staircase here, he might have went down.
Moving down behind you guys.
He's fine, we went. Ah, yeah. Disregard.
Friendly at the end of the hall.
What the fuck? We get him?
I killed a guy with a fucking suppressed rifle. That might have been him. He was on our side of the hallway, not yours.
Roger that.
Yeah, he went around that.
You mentioned an officer earlier. What happened to it?
Can you send it on the radio? I can't fucking hear you.
Disregard. Move up with me to the second floor, top floor of this hotel.
Did anyone clear this floor?
Hey, firm.
Fuck this building.
Who just... Okay.
Get right to the west. Somehow.
West. We got a lot of big open windows to the west on the first floor here. Yancey, where are you?
I'm on the third floor.
All elements be advised.
Be advised. Index.
This is where that guy was right here.
Fuck was he? Just curious.
Right here. He popped smoke on himself.
What
Maybe he
weapon
double
does he have?
backed.
Yes, Jesus Christ,
All
really?
elements make your way to Blue Force Marker 0906.
Push outside, all of you.
Let's see here, we just school circle.
Yeah, no one is
From the building.
School circle, yeah. School circle. Mags out.
Alpha condition 4 weapons.
Bravo condition 4, your weapons.
Feel a little better now.
We got condition 4.
accounted for.
Alpha Bravo, you all here?
Guys, what does condition 4 mean? What does condition 4 mean?
Safety on,
Safety on.
Alright.
The mag out of the rifle.
I don't think anyone told you to sling your weapons. So why don't you check yourself?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Just waiting on 3-3 to arrive. Squad leaders, have you got everyone accounted for?
Yes, sir. 3-1 is all here.
Three is all here.
Alright. Okay, first off, did everyone enjoy the mission?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yes. Heck yeah.
Okay, one thing from my side, and this I think that happened last time as well in the FTX. I'm gonna try and keep the beginning portions shorter. I didn't anticipate for it to take that long, as I didn't anticipate how long the drive would take either. So that's something that I'll take into account for the next FTX and ensure that we get into this live fire exercise as soon as possible. One thing, real quick, the initial dry run that we did towards our base, those arrows marked out how I wanted you guys to maneuver, and some guys started going off track. Just ensure that you guys followed those particular instructions. It would have saved us a fair bit of time. That was just a really quick point. Secondly, which is my main point, the big thing that we really stressed between sort of the assault and support element is communication. Although it started picking up a little bit later on, at the beginning it was quite poor, not in the actual communication sense, but in the fact that there was very little of it. Assault and support elements should constantly be speaking to each other, letting each other know where they are, where they're going, where they need support especially. It seemed like a lot of the time I had to interpret what 3-1 was telling me to give instruction to 3-2 to have them move into a position or engage a particular target. So you guys should be doing that between yourselves. Assault and support element, you've got to treat it like it's two fire teams that are bounding or doing the exact same thing where they're support by fire whilst another one moves. So sort that out between yourselves. If your team leaders can do it within fire teams, then the squad leaders should be able to do it as well. That was my major gripe. Everything else I thought was really good. When you guys were called out to sort of suppress a target, you guys did really well. 3-3, outstanding job on clearing that objective by yourself. 3-4 especially, really appreciate the support by fire that the machine guns gave us, as well as the brilliant AT shots we saw Sergeant Paget demonstrate. And all in all, I thought it was generally a pretty successful mission. We managed to take both these objectives in a little over an hour, which was really good. But I think the major thing, the two things I can say go ahead and improve are communication and just general sort of maintaining communications with the platoon commander as well, and ensuring that you guys are moving when you're being told to move or move into a particular location. I know sometimes I had to repeat myself multiple times, especially Objective Alpha. Once we moved into this position, it cleared up that you guys were moving much more your movements were much more fluid. It was much more streamlined, and you were actually communicating with each other. So this second objective, I would say, was probably the best demonstration in assault that I could give. We got 3-2 in a position just over to our south where they could support by fire this entire courtyard, and once 3-1 were within the confines of this building, 3-2 could then move and start clearing out those buildings on the outside. So whilst 3 gave us that security element and that flexibility that we really needed. But yep, that's everything from my side. Captain Drumheller, anything to add?
No, you went over the one thing I had already, which was you need to work on making sure you get through the textbook and the dry fire exercise either much quicker or make it a lot more interactive, such as getting pop-up targets put on the objective so people can actually shoot while they're moving.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll look into that. I didn't think that was something that we were going to do on the dry run, but if it's going to be, yeah, we'll definitely look into that if it's just a short practice.
I think Shendo. I mean Ihax.
Sergeant Brewer, have you got anything to add?
That's a negative, sir.
Okay. Captain Soto, Staff Sergeant Munson.
Just to reiterate the question, did everyone enjoy the mission?
Ooh,
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
What?
It's a job well done for me then. Nothing to say from an Ares standpoint. As long as server performance is good, I'm happy.
How many Spetsnaz were we fighting against?
They managed to sneak 3 or 4 from a rebel unit.
Okay, go through the squad leaders one by one. Can I get Sergeant Ritchie? You got anything to add?
Thank you, sir. Just communication needs to be improved between the fire teams and more familiarity around the squad. But that is all, sir.
Sergeant O'Neill.
I'll just apologize real quickly for the hiccup in the beginning where I was disconnecting and having issues. I'll ensure that it doesn't happen as often in the future. The only thing I had a question about was in terms of the ski maneuver for 3-2 from the dismount point up to objective alpha. We didn't. My question on that was like, for the markings on the map, we didn't exactly have a specific marked path to follow, and in your briefing back at the dry run location, my understanding was that we were going to be largely in support of 3-3, including moving up to Hill 40, so that when 3-3 moves off of Hill 40, we could cover them, and then we would push to the second 3-2 marker. And then that was my understanding for what the concept of it was, and then we'd gotten into the objective, and our objectives had changed, and we were more covering 3-1 and kind of waffling back and forth from 3-3 to 3-1 in support of both of them.
Yeah. We had to fraggo that particular movement order due to the fact that once 3-1 got onto that coast leading up to 0818 and objective alpha, they started taking a ton of fire, and essentially at that point you were switched from sitting with 3-3 to supporting 3-1. And the reason that you waffled back and forth between the two was because once 3-3 got onto that hill at Hill 40, they started taking a load of fire because we had a large enemy compound at the second 3-3 marker. And essentially that was more than we anticipated, and our security element actually started taking a lot more fire than we would have initially wanted. That's why sort of I had to have 3-2 moving between 3-3 and 3-1 in order to support both. as 3-1 also had some extra objectives crop up in the form of the 2 outposts, which were marked 0829 and 0830, specifically 0829, which is causing us a lot of hassle. And so that's why we sort of pulled you back off Hill 40 to come to Objective Alpha to assist with 0829. Does that answer your question?
Oh, yes, sir.
Awesome. Staff Sergeant Beer, I think you had something to say.
Yes, it's good to keep in mind that no plan ever survives first contact with the enemy. That's why we train so hard on being adaptive and flexible and overcoming the odds that are thrown at us.
And that's specifically something Lieutenant Aston went over in the briefing for this mission, is adaptability and being able to adjust to the situation that we're in.
Like I said, the flexibility aspect was the most important principle in this assault. Without flexibility, we leave ourselves open. We start following a strict pattern, which the enemy can utilize and work against us. And that flexibility also gives us extra room for supporting what elements that need the most support. That's why 3-2 and 3-2 had to move between 3-3 and 3-1. It's, although we initially had 3-3 set up as the security element, I'd go as far as saying 3-2 by the end of it ended up being our security element for the majority, simply because circumstances changed. 3-3 started taking a ton of fire from a position that we didn't anticipate large enemy presence, and it gave us the perfect opportunity to practice working and adapting to a new situation where a particular element has to, in effect, change their role within the assault order. Staff Sergeant Beard, did you have anything to add apart from that?
Like everyone else said, communications, it's something that myself and my fellow squad leaders need to work very hard on and get that down pat and get it very fluid. One thing that I will make note of is that there was one period where 3-3 came across a couple of people from 3-2 Bravo that were down, and I don't know if there was an awareness of what their status was, or if that team had their 2IC step up and let their squad leader know. So it's something for 3-2 to be mindful of when they go to their debriefing. Also, the situation that we faced, that 3-3 faced, is of course Havoc 3 wanted to get troops up onto elevated positions, especially with the 240 Bravo, but as usual the enemy already had them, and that slowed us down in getting to those positions, because instead of just taking them up and providing support, we suddenly have to transition to an assaulting element and destroy and clear those positions before we can take them up and provide overwatch.
Absolutely. Sergeant Paget, Sergeant Turnbull, you guys have anything to add?
Nothing for me, I think.
Okay, I'll open it up to the floor if anyone has anything to add. Sergeant O'Neill.
I just wanted to make one remark on Sergeant Beard's comment regarding coming across my Bravo team. I was actually shifting over to them at the time that they had called that they were down. They said they were taking heavy fire, and I heard the whatever rocket weapon that was engaging them, and I was shifting myself as well as Charlie team over to assist them with the Moz as well as the mic.
Okay. Anyone else? COQ in chat if you have anything to add. Okay, I think that's about it. Outstanding performance, guys. And I'm so happy to see so many fill-ins here to help us tonight, as always. But I would like to...
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thanks for the donation.
Tonight. We had a lot of guys show up, which...
And I will see you tomorrow night. Same time, same place, same channel. Hopefully it won't take us over an hour to get started with the shooting. Later. And I will see you tomorrow night. Same time, same place, same channel. Hopefully it won't take us over an hour to get started with the shooting. Later. And I will see you